everybody. Welcome back to my page. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Britt Mischa and I am an intuitive astrologer among other things. And I really wanted to come on and talk about the planet Venus today. Why Venus? Venus, the divine feminine, connected to all the feminine goddesses. She just moved into the sign of Gemini and she's very happy in Gemini. Venus rules love, relationships, money, luxury, beauty, harmony. And at its best representation through us, in us, it represents the divine feminine, the sacred feminine part of us that both men and women have. And our work, our inner work in this lifetime is to merge the two, the divine feminine and divine masculine within us. So let's talk about Venus today. She rules Taurus, she rules Libra. And she wants us to balance those parts of us that are personality and soul, human and divine. This is what she wants us to weave together throughout this lifetime. And most of us don't. We just stay in the personality side of Venus, which would be more outer beauty, looking good, making our houses look good, dressing up. But then there's this inner beauty of Venus that wants to express through the love in our hearts. And then we're talking about the more soul level, creating heaven on earth in your most beautiful and aligned way. How to do this. So Venus not only rules Libra and Taurus, but she's also really happy in Gemini because she is the esoteric ruler of Gemini, and I believe she's the hierarchical ruler of Capricorn. And you should take a look at your astrology and find Venus. The glyph is a circle upon a cross. So whether it is in a fiery sign, a watery sign, an earth sign, or an air sign will tell you a lot about how this Venus energy wants to express through you in this lifetime. So Venus just entered Gemini, the sign of fun, communication, information. It's a dual sign. It's like the twins. It is the twin flames. It is a sign of Mercury. At its best, Mercury would be the messenger of the gods. And at its worst, Gemini would be the blah, 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 talking behind people's back, you know, like that lower kind of using our mind, and maybe more the left brain than the right brain. So Venus moving into Gemini right now is exciting. It passes through quickly, it moves quickly, but it brings with it a lot of information because it has been dating all these other planets lately. And also tomorrow on the 7-7 portal, it's going to be joined by the beautiful big energy of Uranus, the revolutionary, the awakening planet, the higher consciousness, the sudden, abrupt energy, electric. It brings a lot of originality, individuality, awakening. So this is going to be very interesting. So tomorrow Uranus moves in to Gemini as well, and going to be very, very close again. It's still very close to Venus today, but tomorrow they join their energies in Gemini, both of them. So why do I want to talk about Venus? Venus rules love, luxury, harmony, balance, rules relationships, rules money. It is that part of us that wants harmony, balance in all areas of our lives, wants beauty to be expressed, has to be pleasing for the senses so that our minds can relax. So when you surround yourself with Venus beauty, you have, for example, these beautiful flowers that I gave myself on Friday. Or it's also expressed, yesterday I went to the hairdresser and she made these beautiful curls in my hair. At the point at the hairdresser, I had two ladies drying my hair. I felt like, wow, these are Venus gifts. I was like being pampered. And then the curls. And then also at the end of my session there, they gave me a beautiful glass, crystal glass, with like just a sip of cava, Spanish champagne. And I felt, okay, I don't usually drink alcohol, but I was like, okay, let me just accept these pleasures and these gifts from Venus. Venus, bringer of smaller gifts, whereas Jupiter is the big fortune planet in Cancer now. So this Venus gives us more the smaller gifts, little gifts, a sunset, the laughter of a child, gifting yourself a beautiful dress, having your hair done. And as you can see, the curls didn't last long. My hair is so straight. So 2 hours later, the curls were gone. And there's a lot of humidity here where I am right now. So yeah, but it was a short pleasure. And that's also a little bit Venus energy, right? So creating that harmony for your mind, for your senses outside, but also inside is the energy of Venus. Let's talk about Venus and sacred abundance, sacred wealth. So Venus governs and represents love and relationships. It's highlighting the importance of harmonious relationships in all parts of our lives, harmonious connections and nurturing environments. So these flowers, when I wake up in the morning and I see they're still here, they're still blooming, these peonies are about to open up for me, and it's like nurturing the environment that I live in. So keeping our houses clean and keeping our houses harmonic. What kind of art do we put on the walls? It has to be pleasing to the eye, because that creates a balance, creates beauty within, and then that's what we project out also. So with art, Venus rules art, music, and it has to be beautiful, to not fragment the mind and create chaos within. So anything that we surround ourselves with, the frequencies of the people that we are in daily connection to, what are their vibration, right? This is very important to feel that balance and harmony within. Venus also rules our values. What do I value? I value integrity, I value truth, I value beauty, I value harmony. And how can I create this? And also, is it true? Am I emanating this? Am I sharing this? So it is anything that we find pleasurable, and how we attract and manage money and finances. So for women, there's this magnetizing energy with Venus, that just be beautiful and see how you magnetize money and gifts towards you. Venus rules over our enjoyment and is guiding us towards activities and lifestyles that rejuvenate us, that energize us. It has to do with our wellness and our health. And in spirituality, Venus is associated with a beauty and a harmony that extends into our spiritual lives, encouraging us a connection with the divine through art, through nature, through peaceful living, and through beautiful music. I recommend everybody to paint, and what you paint, it is done when it pleases you. And don't judge your process. So whatever you have on your walls, according to Venus energy, should be pleasing and harmonic and beautiful for you. Otherwise, we create this distorted Venus energy. So pay attention to modern art. Does it have the heart? Look at the word heart. It contains the word art, right? So does it really have that heart energy, what you have on your walls? They could be creating frequencies in your house that are not beneficial for your own inner harmony and balance. So peaceful living, and it's this link to the pelvic bowl, the lower part of our abdomen, and the creative side, the sacred, sensual side of us, that part of us that creates through our sensual side, sacred sexuality. So it has also to do with health and our groundedness, like going through our legs and into the earth, rooting into the earth. So when we tune into Venus's energy in our chart, we can connect with this power of sacred wealth and to leading a more balanced, fulfilling, and enriched life. Venus, girls, men, Venus is the teacher of the sacred slow. You can't do Venus energies quick. That's Mars. It's fiery. It is quick. It is intuitive. Venus is intuitive also, but it acts in a different way from Mars, the divine masculine, which is more like this energy burst. And Venus is the brightest star in the heavens and also the brightest star in the room, connected to Aphrodite in Greek mythology, Freya, the goddess of love in northern mythology, wealth, beauty, intuition, and Aphrodite, Freya, was always the brightest woman in the room. And when we use this energy and we tap into this Venus energy in your chart, you will be able to use this towards what your heart desires and the essence you want to create in your life, and to eliminate what no longer supports you, what no longer feels balanced for you, what is ruining that harmonic feeling inside of yourself. So in this side of astrology, we focus on softness, femininity, receptivity. Like for me at the hairdresser, I could have said, no, I don't drink alcohol. But instead, I was receptive to the beautiful gifts given to me by the sisters in this hair salon. Like they wanted to share their joy. It was the La Fin de la Semana. Oh, I'm mixing French and Spanish. My Spanish is still not so good, but Le Fin de la Semaine, and they wanted to share this celebration with me, and of course I had to say yes. I have to. The more I say yes to all these Venusian gifts, the more I attract, right? So it's always focusing on that inner sacred gift of beauty, receptivity, magnetism. So beauty can be a sacred ritual and is calling all of us back to respect, sensitivity, and to grace, the feminine flow. And when we celebrate these mysteries of beauty that can be found in nature, in the sunset, in flowers, in the woods, in the forest, you know, in the bird's song, in love, in relationships, in art, and in life, we discover a path that leads us back home to our true selves, because we are all living cuteness. We all have these powerful gifts within us, and it's up to us to cultivate it so that it can magnetize into our lives and expand into our lives, a life full of joy, peace, and harmony. So when we practice this, we come alive with this feminine energy of grace, strength, and power. And together we rise, together we heal. So I've been talking a lot about Mary Magdalene and the Magdalene consciousness, the silver thread in that Kundalini rising together with the Christ consciousness, the golden thread. And the Mary Magdalene is the watchtower. The name means watchtower. She is a tower of strength and beauty, of healing, of intuition, of sacred sexuality, and sacred wealth. So when we tap into this Venus energy, we realize it's so much more than outer beauty. It is wealth in a sacred sense. And what is wealth? Wealth is health. Wealth is beauty. It is feeling good in our bodies. It's feeling that our bodies work, that we can express ourselves. It is resources such as friends, family, soul family, a beautiful loving companionship with your partner. It is energy, your essence, energy. That in Taurus we talk about inner and outer resources. It's prana, your life force. How to fill that up? It's physical health. And yeah, when we tap into Venus energy, we can tap into these forms of sacred wealth. Venus is to be beautiful and to receive. It's asking the question, how can I attract things to me? It's not doing, taking action like Mars energy. It is connecting to our own creative, loving nature. And this makes life more pleasurable, more joyful. And it's a vibration that everyone holds, and it can be identified in your astrology chart. What relationships do you have? And how do these relationships express in your life? And are they balanced? Are they in balance? How to strengthen your relationship with Venus? Appreciation, music, and the energy of mothers, daughters, and sisters, sisterhood, lovemaking, and the expression of that, and creating beautiful spaces so that your eyes are relaxed when you look into your space, into your room, into your house. It is an attracting energy. So it's to do nothing, just be beautiful and see it magnetize to you. I've been painting a lot, and when I paint, I can feel this energy blooming through me, and my life becomes much more magnetic. It's like I create from within through my paintings, and I'm channeling into my paintings. If you look at my paintings and you take a deep breath and you relax into them, you can feel that channeled energy of the divine feminine in them. So music that is pleasing to your ears. Remember, not all music is good for our frequencies. Some music is actually destroying that harmonic balance within our bodies. So we be very picky with art, with music that you surround yourself with. What kind of foods do we eat? Are they supporting my system, or are they disrupting this inner harmony? So with Venus in our lives, we attract with ease, and eventually you'll see you'll become the brightest beam of light in the room, beaming out your heart energy. So when the Venus energy in our chart is unbalanced, this energy is out of whack. We are people pleasing. We're being kind to everyone, and it is emptying our glass of energy. We're like overgivers. We are superficial. It's all about superficial beauty, and this leads to what we see. I'm sorry for the younger girls living their lives now, because you are so enough with your inner beauty. Of course, you take care of your hair, you take care of your skin, your teeth, your eyes, and everything. But we are perfectly created with 100% cuteness, thermometer on 100 already. And when we see this distorted, superficial pushes from this society telling me my boobs are too small, they can be small and cute and delicious, right? Or my bum has to be a certain size for me to be an expression of the divine feminine. To me, this is just distortion. And I'm not saying everybody can choose what they want, but it's not gonna, actually, I don't think it's gonna do something to our inner feelings. Our inner worth, our self-worth. With this inner energy of Venus, you are beautiful because your energy is beautiful, and we have to cultivate it. We have to maybe be in nature, sit in meditation, play that music, surround ourselves with beauty, and be very careful of what kind of relationships we invite into our lives. And another part of this wicked side of Venus would be looking for external validation all the time, because we lack connection with our own inner beauty, and we try to see it in the mirrors. We see the mirrors in other people's admiration, right, in their eyes. So we put mirrors in to see our own beauty in other people's eyes. But when we can actually cultivate it from within, it becomes a powerful source of energy, frequency, and vibration. And it can also be this unbalanced side of Venus could be like possessing all kinds of material things, material possessions. Then if it's too much, then maybe you're seeking validation from outside. So take a look at where Venus, what kind of element Venus is in your chart, and go into your body and feel your sacred bowl, dance, play music, activate that excited feeling from within, and ask yourself, is my Venus balanced? Is it functioning at its best? Or am I just in my masculine? And for us ladies, I think we have all been programmed to be more in the masculine. Since I was a little girl, it was about producing, and the arts and the music was less important. It is not. When we do the arts, the music, the meditations, our right brain is activated and we tap into that beautiful, beautiful creative part of ourselves that can express from within. So yeah, Venus is a super strong magnet. Let me see one more. So these are the questions to ask. Is what areas of my life are balanced? What relationships of my life are balanced? How is my relationship to my partner? How is my relationship to my coworkers? How is my relationship to the food I eat, the things I do, and is it sacred to me what I eat, where I live, where I work? So how would we like to express Venus in our lives? When we do, things are magnetized to us without effort. Whatever it is, financial health, self-love, inner goal, relationship to self. And it's the law of attraction. The law of magnetism is an energetic pool that we tap into and we get to swim in it. The most important relationship you can have and that you want to balance is the relationship with yourself, to fully love yourself. Always, we are working on ourselves to become the better, the higher version, the higher self of ourselves. So I'm not saying any of us are perfect, but we are worthy. From the day we are born, we are perfect from the day we are born, and then we are polishing this diamond that we are to become the best version of ourselves so that we can share this with others as well. Let me look at some other notes. So with Venus, it is about what is the right relationship I should have with anything I connect to or with. The right relationship with my career, my friendships, my interests, my partners, with nature. And most of all, the right relationship with myself. How intensely can you love this person with all your flaws, with all your mistakes you've made? How deeply can you go into self-love? This is actually what Venus wants to teach us. I did this, I said this, what a fool I am. Yes, but you're so much more than that. And it's all teaching us what not to do, what not to say, right? So that the next time you're in a similar situation, you can act from a higher level of your Venus energy. So with Venus, it is connecting the mind and the heart, creating heaven on earth through your own expression, through the words that you express, through the way that you dress, through how you cultivate your garden, your house, how you decorate your house, how you relate to people, what you send out. Is it loving? Is it kind? Is it necessary? We all heard this. Before you speak, ask yourself these 3 questions. Is it true? Is it kind? And is it necessary? And this would be beautiful Venus energy running through you if you can say yes to all these questions. Okay, so this was a little bit about Venus. I hope this gives you a clue and to embrace this beautiful change of Venus coming into Gemini right now together with Uranus. So this is going to be electric, magnetizing energy together. And yeah, wishing you a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. And hoping this inspires you to bring more of that Venus, divine feminine energy into your life, into your actions today. Taking a breath, slowing down the sacred slow, the planet, the energy of the sacred slow. Can you walk slower? Can you talk slower? Can you kiss slower? Can you hug longer? Can you see what happens? Listen to the bird songs. Smell the roses. Be friendly with your friends, the people you meet. So for now, I'm going to send you off with my blessing. It comes from the meditation, what's it called? Kindness meditation. May you be safe and protected. May you be peaceful. May you be filled with love. Venus energy is coming your way. Bye for now.